All right, how's it going, guys? I am going to be exposing my biggest weakness in calisthenics, and that is anything involving supination or a reverse grip. I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty bad at it. Anything in that grip just does not make sense to me. Like, for whatever reason, it just does not click. It's just not clocking to me at all. All right, so no music, no anything. Let me just show you guys where I'm at. Oh, man. Best hold I've had, I'm not gonna lie to you. And that was also my first supinated hold of the day. I think it's because I'm recording and I have you guys watching me right now, but that was actually really, really good. So now the question becomes, like, I could post that clip right now and be like, I did it. I unlocked my supinated handstand. But in reality, can I do it again? Can I do it 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row? Most likely not. So I've actually had experience where I've gotten holds like that before, but it's just the consistency that I can't get down. That is usually how my attempts look, unfortunately. I got very lucky on that first one, so I'm just gonna sit down for a little bit, maybe lay down and just see what I can do. I am relying a bit more on bending my elbows. Don't know if that's gonna be beneficial in the long run. I think I'm bending a little bit too soon. Maybe I'll bend as like an adjustment. Kinda. Right, so I'm gonna kick up with straight arms, and then if I start feeling like I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna bend the elbows and try to catch it like that. Ah, man. Couple of observations that I'm noticing as I continue these sets. My eyes are fixed on this microphone, so I'm actually having it right in between the P-bars. My eyes are fixed right on this. Balancing feels good. I think the biggest issue I'm having is that when I tend to overbalance, I'm trying to correct it with my hip or my pelvis. So overbalance, I start losing it, and then I'm trying to adjust, but it's not enough to bring me back into a straight handstand. So I'm assuming what's happening is that my shoulders, instead of having it like a perfect handstand, I'm kind of planching a little bit. And then as a result, the rest of my spine has to kind of do that banana to counteract it. So oh, that was it. All right, so I've noticed this before, but if I try to go into a completely perfect handstand, which is how I do it on my hands and on regular parallettes and a neutral grip, I can't balance. If I keep my lower body and even my arms a little bit looser and not try to stiff arm it, it tends to feel a bit easier to balance, because then when I'm looser, I could do those types of wrist adjustments, which I think you'll see in the camera. But yeah, okay, we're getting there. Let me review that footage, and then I'm just gonna start spamming. And then as I get more insights, I'm just gonna be talking to you guys and treat this as like a true training vlog. So that's the end of my training. I'm still gonna do a few more attempts, I'm not gonna lie, but my phone's about to die, so that is the end of this training vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing a different side of calisthenics. I mean, a lot of fails today. This isn't easy. Like, even as someone who's been doing this for a couple of years now, I still struggle. I still have moments like this where I feel like an absolute beginner. But when I say beginner, I just mean in terms of, I just don't know what I'm doing. Like, I kick up and I'm kind of hoping for the best. A lot of those errors that you would see videos, people talking about, like, don't just spam kick-ups, I've been doing that. Don't just mindlessly try to hold, I've been doing that. And it's really forcing me to take a step back and kind of analyze my approach to this, because my mindset is just to do kick up, kick up, kick up over and over and over, and eventually I feel like I'm gonna get it. But that's not how I learned my handstand, right? So right now, as I'm constantly doing these kick-ups, I am trying to get some type of insight from each attempt. Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I know that I've been trying to avoid falling over because it puts a big load on my forearm, and that's a big reason why I actually stopped training this. I was doing it pronated, and I kept falling over and over and over, and eventually my forearms just started getting really tight and really stiff, and it started to negatively affect everything else, planche, front lever, and even handstand push-ups to some degree. So now that I'm continuing this training, I'm really trying hard not to overbalance, but now, because of it, I'm starting to develop the habit of piking the hips in order to avoid overbalance, but now I'm falling in underbalance. So, like I said, it's very nice to review your attempts, maybe even record it, and kind of ask yourself, like, what am I doing wrong with this attempt, or why am I falling the way I'm falling, and then what can I do to try to fix it? Because otherwise, yeah, it is just going to be mindless attempt over and over again, and that's not going to get you anywhere. So what I'm trying to say is I feel like a beginner again, and having that beginner mindset is a very good thing, especially as someone who's been doing this for a couple of years now, and I'm by no means a professional. I'm not a pro, I do this more for fun. But I will be honest, now I'm trying to really blow up my skills and just do all the crazy combos that I have in my head. So I am actually going to start doubling down on this and putting a lot of effort into it and just mastering all my weaknesses. So this is supinated handstand. One last attempt to close off. Nice. Oh, shit.